everyone, welcome on App YouTube channel, and today we are going with the journey into the world of mobile applications and the ways to promote them. Within this set of videos, we will discuss all the stages and steps you may face when you create the application and make it to be published on Google Play or App Store. So let's start. First of all, when you hear about the applications, you may have the questions why they are so popular nowadays and why it is a kind of good business for developer. And we need to mention that firstly, applications are about direct user engagement, because we do understand that in the modern digital era, everyone has a smartphone. For users, the applications are about convenience and accessibility, because in general, it is much more convenient to order the food with the application rather than calling to the restaurant, for example. And in the same way, applications solve users' problems, because we do understand that we would like in the modern world to have our problems to be solved fast and easy without not needed interactions with other people even. And of course, for developer, the application is a business, and nowadays there are a huge variety of monetization opportunities to make your application to generate the revenue. And of course, when you decided that you would like to go into this niche, it is important to choose the application category. And when you do this, consider the following steps. First of all, analyze the market. If you're not sure which type of application you would like to create, it is important to analyze the market to get which preferences users have for now. Of course, as we mentioned in the previous examples, applications are about solving of the problems. So investigate which needs users have for now. Still, it is needed to remember that you need to create the application according to your interests. You need to have the application which appeals to you, and in such a way the application will be popular among the users. But still, remember about the competitiveness. Both on Google Play and App Store, the competitiveness is extremely high for now, so the application should have the unique selling proposition so to be popular among the users, and just make sure that your app has some features and functions which are not present in other apps. And let's go to the store selection. Of course, we do understand that when we decided to work with the applications and to create the app, it is needed to go with the store which we prefer for our future app. First of all, it is needed to mention that nowadays there are different stores which are popular among different users, and the first store which we may discuss is Apple App Store. It is needed to mention that Apple App Store is a kind of synonym to the premium market because of the higher user spending capacity. But still, due to this fact, we have the higher users' loyalty on this store. If you are going to work with Apple App Store, do not forget that they worry a lot about the quality, safety, and security, so it may be more difficult to have the application published on App Store, but still we have a kind of good developer support, and you can communicate with managers when you have some issues with the application updates, for example. And the next store is Google Play. We know that Google Play is the most popular store nowadays in the world due to the fact that the number of Android devices is much higher in the world rather than iOS devices, for example. That's why the user base on Google Play is higher, and that's why the number of traffic you can get in Google Play is higher as well. For example, when we are talking about search traffic, it is really high on Google Play rather than on App Store. But still, it is possible to say that Google Play is a kind of good store to work with due to the fact that the moderation processes of the applications is not so difficult, for example, and there are more options to monetize the application. The next store we can mention, according to the popularity in the world, is Huawei App Gallery, and you may understand that this store is available only on the particular type of the devices, and mostly App Gallery is popular in Asia and some European countries among the users which have Huawei mobile devices. But still, it is possible to say that the number of users is quite high. Of course, it is not the same on Google Play, and even not the same as on App Store, but still there are some users, and if you go with Android applications, you may go to App Gallery as well, so to be able to reach broader audience. And we may still tell about App Gallery that they communicate with the developers. They have a kind of community which can help you to solve the problems with application release or the application update. And the next store, according to the popularity in the world, is Samsung Galaxy Store. And as you may understand, it is available as well on the particular type of devices. But still, we remember that the number of Samsung devices is huge in the world. So there are a lot of users. We may see that on the Samsung Galaxy Store, you can have exclusive deals and promotions when you go with application release on this store, as well as there are some in-app purchase integration which make it easier for developers to work with in-app purchases and to generate the revenue in such a way. And let's go to the part where we talk about the way you can earn with your application, so where we discuss the monetization strategies. And if you worked with applications previously, or if you investigate a little bit about this niche, you may know that there are different monetization models. And the first one is, of course, the freemium model, when in general the application is free, but still you offer some additional tools or some additional things at paid basis. For example, everyone remembers Candy Crush and how they offer additional boost at some cost, so to win the game. The next model is in-app purchases, and it is a kind of similar to freemium model, but you can offer different things in general. You can even offer some virtual currency in your game, and if you played Fortnite, for example, they made to work this monetization model like an art. They offer really a lot of stuff for their players, for example, some skins and so on, to make the game more interesting. The next model is advertisement, and we do understand that we can get the revenue from the ads shown in our application. And if you have already some user base, you can use different ways to monetize the application with the advertisement shown in your application. And I suppose the most famous example of such monetization model is TikTok. Of course, every one of us knows such applications as Netflix, Spotify, Apple Music, and so on, and they have the subscription model of monetization. So to get an access to some content, to some features, you need to pay. You need to pay weekly, monthly, you need to pay each year, so to get the possibility to use the application. The next way of monetization is about affiliate marketing, when you is paid by the affiliate who show some goods or some services of their in your application. It is kind of similar to advertisement, but still we may talk about this model as a separate one. And of course, finally, we can talk about sponsorship, partnership, when we are talking about some applications which already become popular. For example, we can imagine the fitness application which has the partnership with some brand of fitness class, for example. And of course, when we are talking about earning through monetization, we should remember that it is necessary to diversify the traffic, diversify the revenue, and try to get the revenue generated from different sources. Of course, we do understand that the applications, the games are different, and different monetization strategies may be applied, but still try to use different of them So to be able to earn from different sources. And the next part is, of course, about user-centric approach. It is needed to gather the feedback from the users, and it is needed to pay a lot of attention to all the things they tell about your application or about your game. So to be able to adjust the monetization strategy as well. And of course, the combination of these two parts will increase the revenue of your application. We do understand that the creation, the publishing of application may be a kind of difficult task, and we do understand that different strategies for development and for promotion may be applied, but still stay tuned, and in the next videos we will discuss some other things connected with the application release, so to be able to show you how we go step by step in the application development and promotion. But still, if you have some questions, follow us on YouTube and contact our support team for more details.